Hi and welcome back to our PTears YouTube channel. Last week I talked about the salaries that you can find for software engineers here in New Zealand. And today I'm going to share some information about the salaries that you can get as a junior software engineer in the United States. That goes from 68 to almost 80,000 American dollars a year. So that's probably very high salary for many of us if we would be starting a new career. So in today's video I'm going to talk about how to become a software engineer and how to become a successful software engineer. To become a software engineer, you'll have to do a lot of studying. And there are plenty of places where you can study on how to become a software engineer. There are plenty of boot camps if you have the money and if you want to go to a place that they will help you go through all this path of learning. We're going to be able to have other mates that are going to be studying with you, other colleagues, other students. You'll have tutors that they're going to help you go through the different challenges that you will go through when it comes to solving problems with code. And you will have a lot of support as well when it comes to look for your first job. So bootcamps are a very good option also because they usually go from 6 months to 1 year or maybe 2 years. So you don't have to study for 5 years like a computer science degree or something like that. The other option to become a software engineer is learning on your own. Like you have the internet, so you just have to give it a go. There are plenty of courses where you can find a roadmap on what are the things that you have to study. Sometimes that it's a bit challenging because when you get stuck with some problems, you don't have someone to help you go through those problems. And it might take you more time. Of course, I always say that you can do networking, find mentors in order to be able to go through those problems that you can't solve on your own. But again, that's another thing that you will have to learn if it's not natural to you to do networking. So it might be a little bit challenging. Still, I believe that definitely you can learn on your own. There's plenty of information out there. Yeah, I would say that those are the two main ways to learn and study software engineering. Then, once you have been studying and probably at the same time that you are studying, you will have to practice a lot. You will have to practice a lot of projects. You will have to do a lot of projects, be able to solve the same problem in different ways, study which are all the different ways you can solve a problem. Again, there's a lot of information in the internet. You don't have to solve something with a new way of solving it if it already exists. That's why if you're not a software developer, you might not know what this means, but there are design patterns that basically at the end of the day, they are doing a design pattern for you to be able to solve these problems. But what I'm trying to say here is that you'll have to spend a lot of hours training, doing your own projects and talking to people to see if you are doing it in the best possible way. So at the end of the day, that's how you become a software engineer. Theory, it's very easy. Practice is very hard. Last year, by October, I decided to study software engineering on my own. I decided to, with the help of a few friends, I put together a study roadmap for myself, but it was very hard for me to do it. First of all, because I didn't have time. I had to do my day work, then I have to take care of my kids, my wife, my social life, family, everything. So it is very easy. It's not very easy at all. It is very hard to do it. And I was missing one ingredient that you really need to have in order to be able to become a successful software engineer. I have been talking to software engineers in the last few weeks that they're working for companies like Uber or Atlassian or Netflix or Airbnb and Google, and they all mention this one thing, that is passion. If you want to become a successful software engineer, you will have to learn in the beginning. If you really have passion to learn this new way of working, well, it's not new, but a lot of people are moving from other careers to become software engineers because they can work remotely, because they can earn good salaries, because they can work on your own as contractors or freelancers from anywhere in the world. And the most important thing, you can earn very good money. But what you really have to figure out in the beginning of this is if you really have a passion and the curiosity to be able to learn. Because this is not a job where you go, you do a bootcamp, or you study on your own and then you start working and that's it. This is something that you'll have to be learning all the time. I talk to thousands of software engineers a year, and most of them that can't progress in their career is because they haven't been able to have the time to keep learning all the time, to keep meeting new people, to see what's going out there from outside from their companies. They just can't keep the pace of the learning you have to do in order to be able to get those best jobs and to be able to learn all the new technologies that are coming out. So passion, curiosity, and of course the discipline to be learning all these new things all the time, it's a must. So if you're not feeling encouraged to go and learn software engineering because of what I just said, you maybe have already started learning software engineering and you don't have that passion and you don't have that willingness to spend hours in front of the computer learning how this works. Don't be afraid, it's all good. There are many other careers that you can do in technology that go alongside with software development. Like, I don't know, I'm just gonna name a few job titles for you to be able to do some research. But what you really can do is go and Google for these names: product manager, product owner, UX, UI designer, even customer success manager for software application products. There's like even a recruiter, IT recruiter. You will be able to work from anywhere in the world, and all these salaries pay high salaries, and all these jobs allows you to kind of be able to work on your own as well if you have an idea and you want to build a startup or things like that. So definitely pay a lot of attention if you're learning software development, software engineering, and you're in the early stages of learning. Make sure and ask yourself, is this my passion? Is this something I'm really curious? I'm really trying to find all the different possible ways to solve a problem. I'm really willing to talk to someone else to see how I can solve this problem. If that's not you, really ask this question to yourself and see if you want to spend time on this, because again, it's not easy. Nothing is easy. So if you want to give it a go, 100% give it a go, but ask this question: is this sparking something in you that you really want to go after? I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope it has been useful. If you have any questions, just get in touch and have a good day. Bye.